What's up guys? Happy Thursday to you and welcome to this week's Murph's World. My name is Murph for everybody who is new to the channel, so welcome to our lovely community. If you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and each Thursday I have a brand new episode just for you telling you what's good to watch on Netflix, Amazon and Sky. In preparation for the Oscars coming up, I have a few Oscar worthy movies and also a TV show that everybody's been raving about and my opinion may shock you. So, without further ado, let's see what I've been watching this week. Dunkirk on Netflix. Now, this is a little bit of an older film, but the reason I'm reviewing it is of a lot of good feedback from The Darkest Hour. This film ties in perfectly, and also it won 3 Oscars, so it kind of ties in with Oscar theme this week. Directed by Christopher Nolan, who you will know from the Dark Knight trilogy, also Inception. You know, he's done loads of cool films. This one is a little bit different because it's a war film. There's not much dialogue in it. Now, to give you an idea of the actual story, it's set in Dunkirk in France, where a load of Allied troops, like the English, Belgian, French, they're all kind of trapped on a beach. And all the German troops are sort of surrounding them. And basically, if the German troops, kill this is the last soldiers, that's it. Germany have won the war. Who knows what would happen? So obviously, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but you might know what happens. Overall, a decent war film. Compared to something like Saving Private Ryan, I don't think it's as good, but the only reason is there's not that much dialogue. There's some really well-known actors in this, and also Harry Styles is in this, and he actually does a very good job, so I'm very impressed with Harry Styles in this. The main thing that really gripped me about this movie was the sound. Like, the whole time you're on edge, there's constantly music playing throughout. A bit like Uncut Gems last week. It's set on 3 areas. You've got the air attack, which has got Tom Hardy. You've got the ground, which obviously the guys on the floor, and then you've got the seas, where obviously, the fishermen, things like that. So this ties in very nicely. If you did enjoy The Darkest Hour, this links in exactly with that period of time and what they're referring to in that movie. So if you watch them both, you'll be very, very happy, and it's a good history lesson for you too. Overall, a very, very enjoyable movie and one that gripped me throughout. So I'd love to know what you guys think, and I hope you enjoyed it. The Disaster Artist on Prime Video. This film is about a guy called Tommy Wiseau, who basically no one really knows anything about him really, except for what he said. Sort of no one knows where he actually originated from. He's basically a gentleman with a bit of an accent, maybe European. He's in LA. He decides to join some acting class, wants to be a star, and basically gets laughed out of Hollywood. Everywhere he goes, auditions, things like that, he's getting laughed at. So he decides to write, direct, and star in his own movie. Now, he doesn't just do that sort of low budget like I would in my studio here. What he's actually done, he's spent millions on this, and he made a movie, and I think it was about 1993 this movie came out, and it was absolutely dreadful. I think it's got about 3 out of 10 on IMDb, and it's like a student film, but it had a budget of like a pretty big film. This story basically tells that story. James Franco and his brother star in this movie about the movie. Hope you're not too confused. This film though was a really, really interesting watch. I really enjoyed it. I'm a massive film lover, seeing sort of what goes on behind the scenes and how they did this. To give you an example of sort of the things this guy did, he would spend thousands of dollars getting a set built to look like an alley, and then right next door to the studio was an alley which he copied, so he could have used that for free. It's a really, really bizarre story. The acting in this is really, really good. James Franco actually won a Golden Globe for this. He did not win the Oscar, but James Franco as an actor, I think, is a very, very good actor, and his brother also co-stars alongside him, and the pair of them work really, really well together. The true story behind this is absolutely amazing. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. It's not going to be for everyone. I think if you're a massive lover of films and how they're made, things like that, you'll really enjoy this. I'd love to know what you guys think. It's a little bit older now, but also I'm doing a few Oscar ones for this week. So let me know what you think in the comments below. The Stranger on Netflix. Everybody all over my Facebook have been messaging me about this, review this. So I did. I watched 10 episodes in one day. Overall, it was probably a 7 out of 10. There was a lot of build up, a lot of episodes where it left you on a great cliffhanger, and then the next episode, it was really let down. Half of this is a brilliantly acted thriller drama. It's like a murder mystery. You don't know what's going on. There's so many sub-stories going on. Got a little bit of confusion if I'm honest with you. But the other half of it is a little bit pathetic. It's like they've splurged together 2 completely different concepts. So you've got a really good sort of dark drama, what's going on, how do these people know all these things? And then the other half is literally like teenagers squabbling. So it's just a bit pathetic. So really, what they could have done is condensed it into 5 good episodes rather than 10 where half you don't need. One thing I will say, it keeps you guessing all throughout, hence I'd have finished all 10 episodes, but I probably won't be bothered with series 2 because overall it left me a little deflated. The story begins with a man at a football game. A complete stranger comes up to him and tells him a secret. This little reveal then, starts unraveling lots of other dark secrets. Can't really give too much more away without giving the whole thing away. It was It was worth a watch. It was more of a sort of BBC quality drama, not a good BBC quality drama, than what I expect from Netflix series, which generally have been pretty darn good. So overall, not a bad watch. Maybe not binge-worthy like I thought it was. I wish I hadn't actually spent all that time on it, if I'm honest, but it is still worth a watch, and I'd love to know your opinion in the comments below. That's all we've got time for this week, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. If you have, if you wouldn't mind, leave me a little like. Also, a comment would be brilliant. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the notifications. Every Thursday, you'll be the first people to see as soon as a new video is posted, which is when? Every Thursday. Thanks for the comments last week, guys. I just want to pick out one particularly last week, and that's Mr. Gooby Dog. And I am very, very sorry that you did not enjoy Uncut Gems. After recommending it to several of my Facebook groups, it was a very hit and miss film. Some people, like myself, thought it was one of the best films, and other people just didn't get with it or couldn't stick with it because it was a bit too noisy, a bit too stressful, too much going on, which is completely fine. Not everyone's cup of tea, so I completely respect your opinion. Hopefully this week there's one that will tickle your fancy. That's it from me this week, guys. I've got to go. See you next Thursday.